navigator here. So this boat, 1,500. Oh, wow. How is he getting away with that?
It looked like he was on the grass for sure, but somehow he managed to find just a little minute puddle and get around there. So, yep, he's hung on.
Yep.
He's around the hairpin and looking like he's just sort of feathering it a wee bit, but at the same time, he's carrying some pretty okay speed.
Yeah, it's sort of he's sort of sticking his foot into it, but with 1,500 horsepower, it doesn't take much to get it up and boogieing. We're all really late around there, and just as you get down now, might get a little bit lost under lights. He's had a few hesitations. Now, turn right into there, Kev. Now it's going to be a sharp left because he went a little bit deep. Turned out, he came out of there very smoothly indeed. Now, the foot, well, eased off big time. Find your way through there and open it up, Kevin. So, Kev Roberts there with a 59.189.
Good work. He is definitely using all of the track, but he's got through. He's posted a time. He's had a run under lights, so the confidence can only build from here.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So Kevin Roberts down on the time from there, from his best time significantly, but for his first run under lights, he won't be overly worried about it. The next boat to face the starter will be Kyle Patrick and Brick Patrick. These boys are from the US. They are from Oregon in the US. Albany, Oregon, USA. Came down to buy the boat off Leighton Manel, taking it for a couple of test runs and launching off the line they are. Kyle Patrick hasn't raced under lights since, well, electricity was first brought out.
Huge rooster tail coming off this machine. God, he's creating a fair amount of wake at the moment.
Yeah, isn't he? Absolutely huge. This boat, well over, some 1,500 horsepower as well. I'll tell you what, Brick Patrick, the navigator there, he seems to have grown an extra foot on the end of his arm.
He is a bit like he's got Go-Go Gadget arms going on at the moment. You can see him flailing that around all over the shop, but he's doing a really, really good job, and he's getting his old man around rather smartly.
Yeah, isn't he? Absolutely. Really spot on with the navigation here. Very, very impressed with that at the moment. And I'll tell you what, these guys really loving the power, the speed and the pure adrenaline that Twin Turbo Racing has to offer in a 56.014. So Kyle Patrick is 0.4 off his best time, or it's actually you're close enough too. So nice run there from Team US of A. So Blake Bryant will be the next boat out. Spoke to Blake during the dinner break, and they were suggesting that this was not going too well. The boat was over detonating, probably running too rich, and they were looking at the spark plugs, which suggesting that the timing was well and truly out. So they've gone back to the original setup from the start of last weekend. They've done a lot of testing and tuning, gone back to the original setup, and let's see where it goes from here. Nah, still sounds like a tractor. Not quite sounding spot on off the line.
So when you hear this machine in the past, obviously it just does sound a whole lot more finely tuned.
Yeah, just not sounding spot on at all, and that will be really upsetting Blake, no doubt about that.
Still pretty ballsy of him to get out there and have a crack if his boat's not working 100%, but you know, he's still not leaving anything out. He's really just leaving it all out there at the moment and just doing what he can with the equipment that he has.
Yeah, look, the one thing about Blake Bryant, you leave nothing to chance, and still it's going to be a very, very tidy lap with a 51.030. So he is about 1 second slower than his, half a second slower than his best time, which isn't bad considering that the boat just not quite running sweetly. So
no, it's not a bad time at all, really.
All right, so we've got some sheets of information here. Right, we'll go through the Group B top running order, top 8 running order. from slowest to fastest, it will be Tony Reid, Tim Edhouse, Craig Shaw, Daniel Reid, Greg Reardon, Kelly Manell, Clayton Tisdall and Patrick Hayden. So this is qualifying 5 for the methanol-sucking unlimited superboats. Brought to you by Mouthfresh. All right, Sam Newdick, the fastest man on the track in the unlimited category today. PSP Building Products. Glenn Mason, his long-term navigator. These guys are just having a cracker of a season, but will that be the curse? The commentator's curse. Let's hope not. Sam Newdick launching off the line now. 500 cubic inch Kendrick engine into the Sprint Tech G-Force hull.
Really impressive looking at this machine, isn't it? How it just glides through the water. You don't see it bumping around or anything. It just sits there perfectly. And it really doesn't look like it's going overly fast, but probably because it's just looking so smooth in the water, the time is generally quite surprising.
Yeah, look, he's certainly not giving it the full welly at the moment. There's no doubt about that. Now he's starting to pick up a bit of speed. I think it was a little bit of a false namer when he came out of that hairpin. He was very lazy, if you like, coming out of there. Now starting to heat it up. Now starting to wind up the wick is Sam Newdick. Glenn Mason doing the navigational duties into the transition to the far side of the track. This is going to be quick, but not his best with a 51.797. In fact, a couple of seconds down on his best time.
Still pretty impressive, and you can really see that he picked it up for the second half of that lap.
Yeah, absolutely. This is why when this young bloke first got into Jet Sprint boat, the first ever time on the track, people just identified him as a bloke that had a big future. They just said, well, he's got some natural ability. And, well, he's starting to prove that in the unlimited class. Of course, he's won 3 New Zealand titles in the Group A category. Stepping up this year, has won 2 race meetings, and it's been fantastic for him. As we now go down to Rusty 1, Aaron Hansen and Julianne Shanks. Oh, geez, I tell you. Greg Krusty Mercer sent me a text message earlier. One of Australia's retired racers reckons that somebody's going to come out of that island and clip the island. I think it very well will. I'd like to say good day to Fonzie Mullen as well. Just Aaron Hansen not being able to get the punch out of that hairpin. Just the boat just getting in there okay, but not getting the punch required out of it. So that's certainly causing a lot of problems for Aaron Hansen at the moment as far as time goes. Otherwise, pretty happy with the way that the boat is set up.
Let's have a look at his split coming over. It's 38 for the split, so not too shabby. Let's see how we can go for the final part of this rotation and see if we can hammer down his best time of the day so far. What is it? Say 53.419.
So Blake Bryant was quicker than Sam Newdick. Aaron Hansen into 3, Kyle Patrick into 4, Kev Roberts in 5 at this juncture. Juncture, I like that word. I'm going to use that more often.
I don't know if you'll find that in the dictionary either.
Oh yeah, no, I like to make some up.
Yeah, well, good.
Yeah, exactly. All right, NZ Riverjet, Nick Perryman, Tanya Hiremonger, go to Team Riverjet, Jetsprint, and like their Facebook page, we've got some prizes and hats to give away a little bit later. And I'll tell you what, this Whipple supercharged engine is absolutely flying along at the moment. And Nick Merriman just full of confidence at the moment. This is going to be quite a quick lap.
He is looking very, very sharp indeed, and he's just got that boat positioned right in the middle of the track and just getting around the course with no problems at all. He's really quite quick through that middle part, the S-bend through the track. Let's see how he's going to finish things off. This has been a lightning run for Nick. Round the final bend he goes. Over the line he comes.
51.997 into P3, 0.2 behind Sam Newdick and 0.9 behind the time that Blake Bryant set. Remember, Sam Newdick was about 2.5 seconds off his best time. Blake Bryant still got engine issues. Nick Berryman looking confident, comfortable. And you can see the methanol, the unburnt methanol burning out of the exhaust pipes of the NZ Riverjet machine. Night racing is brilliant. All right, Graham Hill, Liquid Gold. This thing is quiet as a mouse. Unless you've stepped on a mouse, and they're not that quiet when you step on them, I will tell you that. Nissan Twin Turbo.
That was one of those mouse that fell out of your bed?
Yeah, that's exactly right, mate. So this boat, very, very quiet indeed. And Graham Hill, by his own admission, cannot see at night. Has a lot of trouble with racing under lights. And the nursery worker from Hastings, so Amanda Kiddo doing the navigational duty, she'll be able to see plenty. Don't worry about that. Graham Hill just not comfortable, and sometimes you get people who are quite okay with it, others not. But Graham quitting himself quite nicely out on the track at the moment. So looking pretty good. The split was really good for a 39.902. Oh, see, there you go. He got completely lost. My eyes are dim, I cannot see. Oh, Graham Hill! Oh, I tell you what, that was lucky. And he posts a time of 55.697.
Oh, our safety crew down there just to the left of the commentary tower. Check your undies.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
They were nervous.
How close was that to mud, boys and girls? I'm pretty well tipping there was a lot of it in those pants. I'll tell you what, Graham Hill was doing a really good job, just got a little bit lost in the latter part of the track. I'd like to say g'day to Big Nige, watching from back at home as well as we go. Scott Donald, Nicole Reesby, wicked and wild. Oh, gee, Scott Donald wide around there. I don't know, they must have got some shovels during the dinner break and dug out that part of the island there, because I am just amazed that nobody's come unstuck. Scott Donald gone the wrong way. This is qualifying round number 5. If you hadn't done this during the eliminations, you could just about suggest that would be the end of the night for Scott Donald. He's got it wrong again. He was nearly on the right path, but now you need to go up to the top of the track there, Scott. Around to the left, keep coming right, all the way, all the way, all the way. Yes, now you're back on course again. But by now, there is plenty of sand has gone through the hourglass. So we are not going to see a great time here from Scott Donald. He will just utilise this particular lap as an opportunity to familiarise himself with the track under lights, because of course it is very, very important. So plenty still more to go in this lap. He's now back on the correct rotation. And as you can see, just gone way down on power. No point braking the boat when he's thrown so much time at it. So they'll just come in through this right-hander, out the bottom of commentary, post a time and go back and forget about that one. 1 minute 25.2. Oh, just... Tell you what, I bet you Scott Donald would have thought that was 1 hour and 25 minutes out there for that short period.
Just got a car with its lights on. It's a Toyota, registration SWC267. Might be a good idea to get out there and switch the old lights off, otherwise you'll be sleeping out here at the Shelter View Aquatrack, and you'll probably get attacked by a caveman.
Well, there's either that, or the unfortunate thing that could very well happen is that when you go out to turn your lights off because you're a dill for leaving them on in the first place, you get on this, the rotorboat. Oh, it's a taxi lights. Have a look at this, the rotorboat. Richard Burt didn't even hear it coming up through the pit pull to the start line. It stealthed its way up there.
Oh, he's gone wrong way.
Burt's gone wrong way. And, well, Richard Burt has posted a time, so that will see him get into the top 12. He's recorrected himself now. The quad rotor turbo, the only one of its kind in the world of jet sprinting. Haley Host doing the navigational duties. What's the number? 35.12. I don't know, he's too quick.
Oh, this thing is just absolutely electric to watch. It's just amazing having it here, and like KV says, the only one in the world. So you're witnessing something very, very special indeed here at the Shelterview Aqua Track as this taxied superboat rotor has finally got himself back on the right rotation and getting around to post the time.
It's got plenty in it, 64.8. 64.8. That boat got plenty in it. Richard Burt went the wrong way early in the lap. That is a, well, it's a rotary super taxi. So back to the car that's left its lights on. If you go to your car to turn your lights off, you're going to miss the jet sprinting. So leave your lights on, have a chat to the people around you and see if you've got some jumper leads. My advice.
Or you can stay in the outhouse with KV.
Yes, always.
He'll be a big spoon.
I'll tell you what, you having a go at my weight again. You know that I'm not out of shape because Roundy's still a shape. And so is Pear.
That describes me, I think. Yeah.
Jeez, I'll tell you what, two blokes calling pots and kettles and things black. Just trying to cast my eyes. Oh, this is going to be the Buana with Gaz Stevens. And this bloke has been providing some pretty exciting stuff. Don't worry about that. Oh, Gaz gives it plenty. The blown 406 cubic inch Chev.
It does look like he is just sort of feathering it a wee bit at the moment and just feeling his way around the course. And it's fair enough as well. You can totally understand if the guys just want to have a run through and get their eyes adjusted to these new conditions. Must be just totally different racing now than just a few hours ago. It'll be unbelievable.
Well, even half an hour ago, mate. You know, now we are fully under artificial light. And so these guys getting this opportunity to run late in the qualifying fifth round, get that better opportunity when they come into the sudden death eliminations. They have had that track time on there with full artificial lights. So Gaz Stevens certainly got plenty of boogie in this boat. He's provided some exciting moments here tonight and across the line now with a 60.663. And I reckon not only are the lights going to make it very difficult, but when you've got cameras flashing around the track as well, I reckon, well, that's me. Ooh, something shiny. Wonder where that came from. And that's, you know, all over Red Rover. So, interestingly, going back to the quad rotor turbo, of course, we didn't hear that one coming up to the start line because it just is so quiet in comparison to this one. The blown 440 cubic inch Ford engine. Richard Murray doing the driving.
Richard.
One of your local heroes, won Wanganui Sportsman of the Year 4 years ago. Spat the boat out. Spat it out in the top part of the corner, top part of the track last time out. Won't want to be doing the same this time out. Under lights, he doesn't worry about it. He's a farmer, he works in the dark. Oh, big back off into that hairpin, but got to it very nicely indeed, got the power down, eases off it. Now he'll open it up, coming across in front of commentary. Now up through the sweeper, the mouth fresh sweeper. Well, he's on and off the accelerator a little bit. We've come to expect that a little bit with this big blown engine. One of the things that you find with these blown engines, because the blower weighs so much up top, it creates the pendulum effect and it makes the boat flip side to side pretty easily and doesn't handle as well as some of these lower sort of boats. That's a 55.816, so Richard Murray's about 3 seconds off his best time. Now this true artificial light is certainly coming into play. All right, we've just got some information from Julia Murray about her husband. We can't share that with you. Wow, Julia, you shouldn't be telling us secrets in the commentary tower like that, but apparently we do know that Richard Murray does need glasses to read and see other things. All right, Glenn Head now, Altherm window systems.
Run, KB.
Olivia Van Dersen doing the navigational duties. So Glenn Head, the last time we saw this boat on the water, it stopped mid-run. They felt as though, or they found out that they melted a plug. Now back on the water again. Glenn Head having a season that has probably not been going according to plan in any way, shape or form. When the boat's been running properly, he has been quick, don't worry about that. Very quick, as you can see, the the HRE twin turbo up to the top of the track now. So he qualified in this particular boat, as well as in Kevin Roberts' boat. So let's hope that the Altherm boat hangs together, because Glenn Head is quick, very quick.
Yeah, he is looking like he's going to come over for a pretty promising time, and it's a 50.652. Welcome back, Glenn Head.
Absolutely. So we've just got a little bit of information that's come up here into commentary regarding the Taranaki hardcore vessel with Kyle and Brick Patrick in it, the drivers from the USA. When you see that out there, the Taranaki hardcore boat, because Kyle is actually learning how to drive this boat, they've only got 10 pounds of boost in the turbos. Normally when Leighton runs it, there's 32 pounds.
Wow.
I'm going to tell them just to chuck 32 pounds of boost in it and see how Kyle does from there. I reckon it'll be awesome.
I don't mind taking over for 5 minutes if you want to run there and do a bit of a covert operation.
All right, done.
Boost it up to 32.
I've got me camouflage stuff on, no one will see me. All right, yeah, Rob Coley now, mouth fresh, 705 cubic inches, a big block Donovan Fury.
And he only knows one way, doesn't he? And that is just a foot flat and give it the jandle.
Yeah, that's right, he will give it plenty coming out of the hairpin. Oh, got a little bit lost, had a bit of a thought running into that channel, into the right-hand side. They've had a few issues with track rotation. Last time out, they spat it up on the bank. They got it sideways, went up and over one island, into the water, into the next island, back into the water, continued on, and then parked it up. So Rob Coley, he got lost big time there. Really couldn't see that entrance to the channel, so started off like a bull at a gate, now easing it off. Now this part of the track, he should open it up.
Yeah, let's see how he brings it on home. Come on, Rob, get around that bend, mate, and absolutely bang it. Here he goes, over the line with a 55.102.
So really good run there from Rob. His previous best was a 52, but this is under lights, and that's his first run under lights. And well, once you get the boat spat out of the water like he did last time out, that will put a few gremlins into you. So well, it was a pretty good run. A few bits of hesitation that we saw out there, but that's pretty okay. We'll forgive him for this time round. All right, Peter Cowie is coming off the ramp now. The NZ machine, Louise Blythe, the new 600 cubic inch big small block. I was nearly got myself confused. It's one of the world's largest small block sheds. Produces some 1,100 horsepower. And Peter Cowie, during qualifying round number 2, the boat shuts down. So now Cowie out on track at the moment. Oh, big back off for the hairpin. Well, he got in and out there, not the quickest that we've seen. So at the moment, under lights, it's Glenn Head, he's the quickest with a 50.652.
Peter trying to pick up a few tenths of a second as he gets through the... Oh, he's just spitting it out there and just having a couple of small issues throughout this rotation, which will be costing him a bit of time.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Peter Cowie just trying to get the track rotation sorted. Very, very hesitant indeed in certain sections of the track. So across the line now, Peter Cowie, 52.335, and down into P5. So So that rounds out qualifying 5 for the unlimited mouth-fresh superboats, and this is how it went, fastest to slowest. It was Glenn Head, Blake Bryant, Sam Newdick, Nick Berryman, that man.